You need to hear this. You need to hear this.
Hi, my name is Eka Darville. I am the director for You Need to Hear This. The story behind how I came to direct this piece is I was involved in a musical experiment. Luke was one of the other artists who expressed from the heart. He gave this piece and I got chills down to the core of my being with everything that he was saying. I hadn't heard a piece that was able to distill so many broad-reaching and really delicate subject matter while being able to walk the razor's edge between what I judge to be the disinformation on every side of the fence. And Luke he's an incredible channel. What he does is what comes through him is the music and the art. It just kind of comes through, and he laid it out and did his piece. And then I have a unique skill set with a very long background in the film industry. Yeah, I offered to step in and direct a video so that we can spread that message out further than just the small reach that it would have if it just stayed in his notepad. Pete and I had a lot of aligned vision from the very start around what this needed to look like. We both always saw it being shot black and white.
I ended up being invited to be an intimate part of this production and to be able to bring my own artistry to this incredible foundation of art, and then getting to dance with Eka. Like the utter authenticity of who Luke is in the moment of this piece, that you're feeling in every line the truth that he holds, and being able to stand with him in this army of art.
Luke's this crazy white kid from New York who has just channeled this piece that's very deeply about African ancestry and history. I get the dance that he's having to navigate of having this piece come through, and I know there was a lot of resistance and fear that came up for him around putting something out that somehow felt bigger than him, and maybe like the judgment was like not his story to tell. And so as a black man, I felt like I wanted to really back the message.
If words are spells and affirmations co-create reality, shouldn't we be saying we can breathe, or justice shall prevail, or something that...
From when I first heard the piece, I felt a deep sense of responsibility to deliver it into the world in a way that was tasteful and tactful. It's really dealing in a lot of issues that are very close to my heart around race and unity and a lot of the deception that I see going on in the mass media right now, and a history lesson of lessons in history that I feel like have been intentionally carved out of the versions of history that we're taught in school.
The thing though that was the biggest aha for me was speaking into the way that the dominant powers have controlled the stories by eradicating the wisdom, by hiding the wisdoms, by muffling down the ancient cultures, the ancient wisdom, and I mean tribes that I've never even heard of, that I never will hear of. It's like, wow, it's true. Like people would come through and they would take over a land and they would burn everything. It was like, wow, how much stuff have we missed? How much stuff has been hidden from us? How much of what we're actually digesting is simply what was left over by the power that be, like the Roman Empire that came through and just eradicated all these things, and then we're left with what we're left with. It's like, I think about the parallel now of like social media. Like this big dominant force that comes through that just kind of squashes everything. And it's like, wow, who's telling that story? And so that was such like, I love that line, like bones change, but the stories remain the same. It's like, oh my God, it's so true. And we're in the middle of it right now. We're not evolved past it. We're not different from it. We're not separate from it. Like we are right now in the midst of having our own culture, our own sense of being squashed, erased, eradicated by a powers that be. And this piece not only brought that to my attention, but it also left me with the understanding and the belief that, wow, there's something I can do about that.
Oh, I love it. I love spoken word. I find it such a powerful medium for transmitting information. And as with all art, the words, it's what's in between the words. It's what's in between the lines. And so you can have one line that can just mean so many things, and yet there's so few words in it. Like,
no more manifest destiny. We can manifest destiny.
I mean, we haven't said that much, but we've said so much. And yeah, it just gets me juiced. I love it. Good spoken word is just, yeah. And this piece that came through Luke is really special. You need to hear this.